Good morning, people. We just got this Nespresso machine for Christmas. It's actually Amber's, but she's been telling me all about it because she knows how much money I spend on coffee every day. We are going to test this out. Now, she's been using this for the last couple of days, but I'm going to try this flavor today, which is... Oh, she loaded it up for me. All right, so I'm gonna put my little cup there. Lock it in. Obviously, this has to be plugged in. So I'm gonna pour my milk in now. Damn, that looks good. I can't wait to sip this. Bam. That looks so good. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on what time you guys are watching this at. It's actually the afternoon right now. It's 12:30. I have to actually go pick up a bunch of my boots from the shoe cobbler. If you guys don't know what a shoe cobbler is, it's like the old terminology for what is called or known as shoe repairman. So if you guys don't know, I'm sure some of you might know that since boots are pretty much typically leather soled, as you wear them, they tend to rub down and wear down faster. I've been doing a lot of fit pics and reels with my boots. I just want to get them resoled, and I actually took them already to get resoled, so my cobbler just called me and told me that all of my boots are ready to come pick up. So I'm gonna go and pick them up and then show you guys the job that I had done to all of them. If anybody out there hasn't done this to their boots or isn't aware of what I'm actually doing to them, then maybe you'll learn something new today and all of your boots will be safe and last even longer than what they have a lifespan of lasting. I'm gonna go grab them now and then we're gonna get into the rest of my day.
3 hours later.
Alright guys, so I'm back in the house. So before I get into all the boots and show you how all of them came out after coming back from the shoe repair, shoe cobbler, and then get into what I was wearing today. I was wearing this safe khaki black long sleeve on my top. I was wearing a black Balmain hoodie. I'm wearing my vintage 1960s full cashmere coat with shearling collar, as you guys can see. My grandmother actually gave me this coat. This coat belonged to her brother back in the day, and she gave me it a while back, and now it just fits me perfectly. And just the craftsmanship and quality of this coat, I talked about a little bit in my Instagram post today. If you guys don't follow me, definitely check me out on IG at Ariel.Rosado29. Just the quality and craftsmanship of a lot of vintage pieces you guys should definitely look into, just because you don't always have to spend an arm and a leg on a coat or pretty much any piece of clothing. You could find vintage pieces that are extremely well made, extremely high quality, and are gonna last you a lifetime. This coat, again, as I stated, was purchased somewhere back in 1950 or 1960, and it's 2021, as you can see. It looks amazing. I'm gonna also include, as I always do, fit video and fit clips somewhere on the side of the screen right here for you guys, so you guys can see how it fits and how it looks and wears. But yeah, definitely look into vintage pieces, guys. I try to shout out a couple of the places that I shop at, as well as online. So if anything, I will link it in the description box below if I find something similar, so you guys can definitely check into it and possibly find something that will fit into your closet and go with your style. So I was wearing my vintage cashmere black coat, I was wearing frame jeans, and I was also wearing my Celine chain boots that I also had, you know, I put the rubber soles, so they're a little bit dirty now, but I just want to explain to you guys why this is good. Now, my cobbler, or my shoe repair guy, very cool guy, because he decided not to do this pair because he actually wants to go and get rubber, and he marked it over here where he's gonna place. So he's gonna put rubber from here to here and also from here to here, but he wants to match the brown color of my Celine soles perfectly. So he says that there are rubber pieces that match the color perfectly, so he's gonna get it and then let me know when he gets them in. So this pair is not done. As you can see, I wear these, you know, sparingly, but I do wear them a lot, as you guys know. But the thing is that Since most of these boots are leather soled, once they touch the ground, the pavement, they start to kind of just age and deteriorate like that. And personally, I like my boots to last as long as I can. Now my Wyatt boots, my 2014 pair that you guys have seen in my boot collection video, I've had those since 2014 when I bought them. They look pretty much brand new. I resold is probably the wrong word. I just added the rubber to the bottom of them once I bought them. So they look brand new. The only thing that pretty much ages with wear is this, but it's not really age. It's just that it's molding to your foot. But I just find that it is a good tip if you do want to have a longer lifespan to your boots. It does cost anywhere between $45 to some places do $65. I don't pay that much. I say shop around. If you are going with multiple pairs of your boots, you probably can get a better deal with your local shoe repair place. Just make sure that they do really good work. See if they have worked on boots like this before, because you definitely don't want to hand over your boot and then they hand it back and it's done really sloppy. But let me show you guys pretty much what I've done. They match every sole. So I did my Celine harness boots, the Berlin harness. They just matched it, black. Covered all this. You guys probably saw, I don't know if in a previous video, if by chance you caught the bottom of this, but it was all scratched up just from normal wear. But now when I wear them, this is not gonna rub down. It's just gonna be on this rubber, but this doesn't age as fast as just your normal leather sole. So it's just a good pro tip if you guys have a lot of boots, if you wanna make them last. I did it to my Timberland boots, as you could kind of see in this spot. I don't have them cover up to here because since your foot doesn't touch the ground there, it's pointless. But as you guys can see how kind of like rubbed down it was starting to get in that area that starts touching the ground. So I had them do it on my Timbs, matches nicely. I did it on my Lucas boots. We put black because there was no, he looked in the booklet, there was no chocolate brown colorway, so black looked fine. It's gonna just does the same exact thing. But on my other Celines, he said that there is a brown that matches. Balmain's, one thing that I did tell you guys was that the reason I hated wearing these, not because of anything, it was just they were so smoothed down, or they were just so like balled out at the bottom that I would slip, and I almost slipped out of my Jeep one day and busted my ass. But now they have this grip, as you guys can see, so it's gonna be easier to get in and out of my truck. And now it's just prolonged the life of this boot. If you know this is something you're gonna have in your closet for a long time, invest in it. What's 30 bucks for your boot that then you're gonna extend the life on? That's how I see it. I also figured why not just do my Purple Label Ralph Lauren dress shoes, since I haven't worn these in so long because they were so balled out. I just wanted to have them get a little fixed now. It is new. So whenever I end up suiting up, next time I suit up, I don't know when that's gonna be. They're all ready to go. Anyways, in other news, I have to make a run to Uniqlo at some point this week because me and Amber are going to the Poconos for a mini vacation, for a little weekend getaway for her birthday. So I probably wanna pick up just like a light jacket, cause we're possibly planning on going snowmobiling. So she was like, "You're gonna get on the snowmobile in your Balmain jacket?" And I was like, that's actually a bad idea. That's a very good point that you bring up. So I might have to just go and get a nice down jacket from Uniqlo, maybe one that's just on sale that fits nice and it's gonna keep me warm. But also if I fall off the snowmobile, God forbid, or just am playing in the snow, I'm not gonna be heartbroken if it gets dirty or anything. So I'll probably do a Uniqlo run at some point this week and bring you guys along for that, for trying different pieces on. But also let's talk about Fashion Week and some of the cool things that we saw on the runway. I remember there was a pair of Rick Owens Converse that actually was going crazy all over Instagram and all over the internet. And I think that that's pretty cool because if you guys remember, Rick Owens did have some kind of lawsuit. It was kind of a rumored suit, but from people that I know in Rick, a cease and desist was sent to him because of the original dunks that he did with the swoosh-ish logo, if you guys remember that, if you guys follow Rick Owens. I thought that it was cool that him and the people over at Converse, which is owned by Nike now, were able to come to some sort of new agreement, and they're bringing a Rick Owens Converse out. And when I first kind of saw them come out on the runway, they were a little bit squared. I'm gonna put an image somewhere on the side of the screen so you guys can see them. They are a little bit squared off in the toe box. They're not like the normal Chuck Taylor that is more rounded. It's a little bit more squared, which is reminiscent of Rick, which is kind of cool. I'm curious to know if these Chucks are gonna be kind of similar in the sense of how he did the Adidas shell toe sneakers, how it was more on the oversized silhouette opposed to just like a different take on the classic Adidas shell toe. Very curious, and I kind of am interested in getting a pair if the silhouette isn't as chunky and it's still on the slimmer side and not super oversized. Just because I love Converse and I love just the Chuck 70 in general, and you guys know that I also really love Rick Owens, so I am kind of interested in the sneaker. I did see that the tongue is a little bit long, but since I stack my jeans over my sneakers that kind of cover the tongue and everything, wouldn't really see that. You would just see the bottom part of the silhouette of the sneaker. Let me know below what you guys thought of that Rick Owens Converse collab. Were you shocked like I am that him and Nike pretty much finally bridged the gap? Did you even like the silhouette in general? Is this something that you would see yourself wearing? Because personally, I know that with some wax jeans or with some leather jeans, I will 100% wear them. I think that they are super sick, and it's just a cool little play on a classic sneaker, just with a Rick Owens twist. So it's definitely something I could see myself possibly wearing. I just am curious on the retail price. So we're gonna have to stick around to see what retail is. Definitely something that I saw come down the runway that I was interested in. I'm still waiting on the Balmain show. Another piece that I was actually very interested in and that I saw come down the runway. When I say the name, obviously, you know, when we're talking about Hermes, we know that Hermes is cream of the crop, top of the food chain, as we shall. It is the upper echelon and the best of the best. It's with no surprise and no shock that there was such beautiful pieces that came down the menswear runway. There was this tactical mix between high fashion and sportswear jacket, this shearling jacket that I really, really loved. That was probably the only piece that really stuck out and grabbed my attention, and I'll put a picture on the side so you guys can see. And there was a pair of Hermes boots that came out and I missed them, and I'm regretting it super hard. I'm not gonna say the name of them yet because I'm gonna still try my hardest to try to hunt down a pair. Emailing Hermes people left and right. So if you work for Hermes and you saw my email, reach out to your boy because I really want those boots. If I do get them, I will definitely unbox them on the channel. Yeah, if you are late to the Hermes party, Hermes does amazing ready to wear. Now the price is hefty, but it is Hermes. It is of that caliber, so kind of comes with the territory. Anything else comes up, I'll talk about it in the next vlog when we touch back. But I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I know it's short, but we have so much content planned for the weekend, so get ready for weekend festivities in the next vlog because it's gonna be jam-packed with dope stuff. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Later, guys.